Hey everyone. Alright, good. My mic's working. It's Skippy here. I don't have an intro yet. Working on it. Don't worry. This video, however, will be at 60 FPS, whereas that Nelly video was not. I am truthfully sorry about that. I think I kind of want to fill, but see, the thing is, if I fill, we all know what's going to happen. I'm going to become a support. And hey, although I said I'm a support main, that's alright. I mean, I'm thinking a little jungle though. Then I guess, I don't want to fill. I guess I'll fill. If I don't get jungle, I'll fill. Most likely I'll get fill, knowing me. And if I get fill, I'll be support. So I should have went jungle. See, look at that. Almost instantly. Let's see what I get. And everyone, in this kind of queue, that is what happens when you put fill, you get a support. So, if this was a stream, I'd ask you guys, what support should I play? Sadly, it's not. So, now you get to see me play a support, as I say, and hopefully give some tips, some advice, just generally some stuff to do when you are a support. Hopefully, if that's your kind of role, make you a little better, or give you a little more knowledge on what exactly support does, or whatever. So now, Braum would be one of my mains, I guess. Uh, a very good support still now, I believe, in this tank meta that we're in now. Lulu as well. Lulu's a blast. Nautilus. Tom, I need some practice with. That could actually be good. Thresh is another one, and then Morgana, which I don't see here. Sona, Soraka, both of them pretty fun. Sadly, I don't see my bot laner. That would be one thing that would help my bot laner. I mean, I guess my ADC. That would kind of help me pick which kind of thing I have, as well as knowing more of my team. Looking at this now, here's a tank and here's an AP. I can kind of be anywhere. Tanks are never bad. Tanks are usually pretty good to have. So someone like Tom would not be that bad of a choice. So I don't know how I manage it. Every time I decide to make a video, I have food and I'm like eating. I know it's 8:30 at night, but it's, I don't know, man. You just get hungry and you're a college kid and you know you got school at weird times. You got to eat at weird times. Just how it is. Just how it is. I think. Well, let's see. So he's gonna pick more of a tanky jungle. We got tanky. I can be a little more AP. Thinking of Sona. I'm thinking that'll be pretty fun. Get a little bit of this AP damage here, and then find my Sona page. Alright. Not too bad, not too bad. I'll pick Sona. This will be good. Oh gosh. What is going on? What did I do? What? That was weird. How about we switch it up? So this is, I believe, from Ranked Teams award I got. Let's switch it up to the Project one, the Optic Enhance Award. Because gotta enhance those optics, you know. Just switch it up a little bit, give it a little new taste. I got a Varus, so it's kind of cool. Got a Darius, kind of a tanky team on the other side. No worries, no worries. So this is what I have for my, basically a support like Janna, Sona, Soraka. Definitely have to have this Windspeaker's Blessing for the heals and the shields. And on top of that, gotta have a couple of these in the Resolve. This makes the shields and the healing stronger. This gives me more health. This is more important though for a Soraka, help giving me a better health regen when I'm low health, and just in general, that's for the shields again. Movement speed is always nice, either one can work. More on the health regen, which is always nice when you're in for sustain, giving me some gold, mana regen. I could go here, either way works. I like the mana regen so I can help heal my team a little more and possibly do a little more poke. I don't know if I agree with this Tristana. I was hoping of a Taric, to be honest. Never heard of it. Alright, whatever. Hope another Tark, to be honest. That's why I want more of an AP. This is the problem. But, hey, gotta live with it. So, as we start, hopefully, maybe a tank like a Tom Kench would have been better. Give us a little more tank. If you look at our enemy, they got a Darius, they got a Trundle, and they got someone who's not connected that I feel like is a tank, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. I think it's it's in his ear, so it's not. Got two tanks here. Got a Darius and then a Trundle. Looks like a Darius support. I haven't actually seen that in a while. Kind of tanky. Could be kind of scary. We will for sure find out. Heckram, I like that. Tanky. Varus, don't know what I think about that. Tristana, I mean, I guess with like a Jin top, two ADCs top, like heck, why not? ADC versus ADC, why not? In both tanky junglers, maybe it would have been better me being an AP support or tanky support. Yeah, no, we'll find out. That's for sure. So I do have exhaust, as does the Darius. He has flash on D, flash on F, F for flash. I don't know why I have that there. It just kind of is. It's mainly, I think. Sorry about that. Ooh, I feel better now. If you were wondering, but I have smite on D for whatever reason, so that means F for flash. It's a little farther away, and usually, you'd think F you'd want to be able to get it to it faster because the way my hand position is on the keyboard, my ring finger is on Q, middle finger on W, pointer finger on E, and when I need to alt, I kind of move my pointer finger over my pointer finger. It does a lot of work usually with the 3, 4, 5 key and the D and the F. But I like my pinky on the tab, so I am able to do that. Just, I don't know, kind of the way that it is. So for a Sona start, at least, gold income, ancient coin is a possible. I like the spell thieves for sure because it gives me, the mana regen as well as the AP. Whereas this really just gives me the mana regen. This gives me a little more gold, but I do like the AP with this. Relic shield, not really something I want on a Sona. Could be possible. Not really feeling it. So let's just go with the spell thieves. Kind of go with the recommended. I do have a couple pages that I made. The items got changed, so I haven't bothered to fix them. That's kind of where I am with that. Now, right now, usually I go into this tri-bush. If you watch my Nintendo League game, you'll see that I usually, at least on this side, go in this bush, and the jungler goes here. Yeah, my map's still messed up. I go here, jungler goes here. You basically have this warded. Counter jungling does not happen, or if it does, you can turn it around every time that it happens. Now, if I were on this side, I would be generally in this river right here. I used to go in this bush. I mean, it really doesn't make a difference. Just generally in this area, so you can see if they're going to do an invade. Potentially being in this bush works too. For a mid laner, ward in this bush. Usually when I'm a jungler, at least on this side, I will save my ward. I'll attack over here. When I do blue buff, I'll place a ward right there because that's usually where they'll be coming. If they come from this way, I'll be able to see them in time. So it's back to 31, so that means they're most likely not going to invade. If they are, they would be up here, but most likely they're not going to. Going to get my Q first, give them a little more damage, and do a little more damage. Good enough. I could attack the smaller one. That's alright. So now I'm actually going to come in this bush, and I'm actually going to go right about here. Oh, hello Darius. So against the Darius, you actually want to stay pretty close to him when he does the Q because he heals on the outer edge of it, and whereas when you're closer to him it does less damage and he doesn't heal as much from it. Something I guess I should have saw. Now, a thing to note, they started in this bush and the Silver Star there, they could have started together. That could have been a thing to help. Oh, you got that. Alright. That could have been a thing to help. Now, most likely, because of how they started, the Trundle started top lane. So knowing that we most likely can be a little more aggressive, can do a little more poke, did a nice amount of damage. I like to be more passive in lane, just how I am. We have the level 2 advantage, so now I'm going to try and push it. I'm going to get close to him, make that, oh gosh, that did a lot more damage than I was hoping for. That did a lot of damage. That did a lot. Darius does a lot. Oh, he has fervor. I did not see that one. That's a mistake. He's gonna come over here. Get some heals, heal us up. So, that's the only problem with being against Darius. Staying close, he can always EU. He got level 2. I didn't realize. Simple mistake. But being a Sona and having a W, pretty much healed back up. The trade, the only thing I lost was a flash. It's early. How important our flash is. Up for debate. So, that's not good. It's alright though. No worries to get mad. No reason to really. So now what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to get my Q again. Usually you'd want to get your... Usually you'd want to get your E. I am more getting the Q, and the reason being for the damage. People might hate on that, but the main thing is damage. At least as of early, I like the wave pushing. It's going to push back to us, which personally I do like. To get a little more poke on the Darius, making him use some pots to heal it back up. He gets 3 stacks real fast. Gonna use my W, heal him up a little bit. Gotta watch my mana, only at 200. My mana cost can get pretty high. Make sure I have enough for the combos if I need to. I'll be level 4. Level 4, I will get my E. A little movement speed will, of course, be nice. I gotta be careful with the Darius for his pull. Make sure I don't get pulled. It's not something I really want to happen. Get a little bit of poke down. Back off from it. Still conserving mana a little bit. It is going to want to push. Darius is being safer because he is low, which is alright. You are low as well, though. Now is a point where the jungler could gank, so being a little more passive is more of a good idea. Darius, I believe, is in that bush right there. I believe if he's not, I'd be pretty surprised. Honestly, that's gonna be annoying. Actually, that spell shield for my ult. I should have thought of that. It's something I didn't think of when I picked a Sona. But that's a benefit to a Sivir, is you have that spell shield for sure. I believe the Darius is still in that bush, so what I'm actually going to do is I want to go over here and give you some poke. But the Darius... Got some gold, get some poke down. Sadly take some aggro. A little bit of a mistake. That's alright though. So now checking out the CS, 40 CS to 38, not bad at 6 minutes, pretty good CSing. Oh, Darius did leave lane. I guess I was right. Should mean that we are ahead in a level. Get another point in my queue. A Hecarim gank could work out, potentially right now. Now they do have it warded at 6:30. The time for that is 2 minutes, I believe, because it is just a trinket ward. So I do want to get out of it. Oh. Didn't need to be that too passive. We are still above. I can get out my poke. I need to stay close to the Varus whenever I use my Q, and the reason being, when I Q around the Varus gets more damage. So he has a bunch of health pots, just gotta remember that, making him use it, so that's always a good thing. Take that trade. He can trade pretty well because he does have a couple pots. Now the pots now are a little bit different than they used to be. Yeah, they are a little bit different in this patch, giving more mana and less health regen. I mean, I guess, you know, BMing is a thing that people do. I guess. I mean, why not? Now, we don't really want to push that much right now in this scenario. Reason being, we don't really have much vision. Try isn't awarded, we haven't really been able to back. And the way they're acting, there's someone most likely close. Just something to keep in mind. I do have alt now. Alting Sever is not going to be the best case, and the reason now I can be a little more aggressive knowing that this Hecarim is here, which is what I want to do. Now I might have scared him away. Get some poke down. She used it, so if I wanted to, I could alt, but she's pretty far away, so that is kind of sad. So he left, watching the map. He walked away. So I, being aggressive, I need to be a little less aggressive. Now my ward is going to be up in a couple seconds, so I'm going to want to ward the river bush. They're pushing back, which means Sivir's spell shield is back up. Hecarim most likely is going to want to come back in. You want to let the wave push just a little bit. You're taking too much aggro. Came in a little late. For my taste, it worked. No worries. I used my flash and exhaust. 2 summoners, 2 kills. No one died. Hey, can't complain. Yeah. So the first thing I'm gonna get for sure is a pink ward. Not really. It's a sightstone as well as a pink ward. Gonna switch out my trinkets, and then I'm actually going to upgrade this. So I'm gonna wait a little bit for 10 gold. Move my mouse mat over a little bit. Get boots, and we are gonna start walking. Boots, and I'm gonna switch it around just because I like the way. Usually, if you're an ADC, if you get a pink, if you have 300 gold or 75 gold, I can no numbers. 75 gold, it's an awesome thing. If you're a support, getting a pink as well as a sight stone on the back is a great thing to do. With getting that sight stone, getting a sweeping lens really helps clear vision and things like that. Now a pink here, if your ADC say were to get that, being able to, oh, you're not going to do much. Alright, well, Darius is mid lane. Something to note, we can be a little more aggressive with the Sever. The Sever did, however, leave. So the Orianna. Woo! Excellent work. Punished him, poked him out enough, saw that Darius was mid. Darius killed the Orianna, and Spooked her, did my good job. They obviously did not have this warded. I mean, hey, nothing wrong with it. Like I said, they could possibly be doing Dragon. I don't think so. That's one thing if you're a support and you roam. That's the only problem with it, is you leave your ADC susceptible to things like that, and you potentially leave yourself to poke. That's one thing that makes Sona pretty good. He used that, now that means we can be a little bit more aggressive with him for a couple seconds. His Q should be back up now. He has a lot of these pots, which he's using to buy stuff. Isn't necessarily that bad. That's alright. So the Sever is back. So the Varus is up a kill, 2 assists. I got 3 assists. We are in a pretty good condition. I do want to ward pretty deep. So now another thing is, because of this matchup, if I ult, the person I want to ult for sure is the Darius. Next would be the Sever, and the reason being, if the Sever is good enough, the Sever is going to be able to spell shield it and render it essentially useless. So I don't want to get too close to that bush. To be honest, I stepped a little bit too close. There was a potential that he could have came back and got me. That would have been pretty bad. But hey. So I can be a little like that. The spell shield. Now what I actually can do is I could Q and then R, basically getting rid of the spell shield and then going back. Now he's going to be a little more aggressive. If he did come, that would be awesome. Whoo! Good work. Good work, team. Excellent. Getting enough poke down, knowing when to ult, little things like that, going against the counter gank. Good work. Good work. Everything is going good. Mid lane, not so much. But hey, that's alright. So now I got 500 gold, kind of a problem of what do I buy next. Now they did get rid of my pink. Something good to see, something good to get next. Not really sure where to go from here. Guess it's time just to walk the lane. This Orianna is getting really beat up, which isn't necessarily the best. Hey, it happens. Most of the other people look like they're doing pretty good. The Trust, the Stackroom. We're not doing too bad. But people do like to come mid a lot. People don't necessarily realize that. So, I'm going to go here. I'm wondering who got my ward. I actually didn't see that. That's a fault on my behalf. Now I'm actually going to come from the side. This could potentially be... Now you use that, Darius. Now you used it. I don't know why. I still got damage off. So it's a little confusing to me. Yeah, I didn't really need to do that. They haven't really been here. Ward wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do. It's alright. Have some damage. We're a level above. We're looking pretty good. Now she's being really aggressive, and I really don't know why. Unless there's a jungler around, pushing it away from your turret that hard really is not necessarily something that you really want to be doing. Darius is here, but they are a little bit lower. I don't have exhaust. We do have the element of surprise being here. Now I could have turned that on Darius if I wanted to, potentially with the Varus. I believe that she had to back, so that means we can be a little more aggressive. She is backing. I can be a little more aggressive with the Darius. I don't want to go too close to the turret because of his pull. He could definitely pull me into turret. That's something that would be completely possible. Now, he's just going to come, going to Q the wave. So that's alright. Good work. Teamwork. He's still there. He actually scared me because he didn't move at first. We actually could have done one or two things in that scenario. We could have went after the Sever, tried to kill her. That's a possible thing. Another one would have been go hard after the Darius and possibly ult him. They did get Dragon off of that, so what that means for us is that they are in this area. So, got mid lane, they got dragon. I mean, that's something that definitely will call worth leaving my ADC a little bit here. What I can do, because I know they're not in this lane, she used her spell shield, so I actually can do, if I wanted, I could have ulted. It would have been possibly a good play. I'll just save it for a little bit. Hopefully she will use her spell shield again, and then I can ult, and good things should happen. One thing to note, when you're in this bush and minions are by, if you are attacking them, that is one scenario that means that this bush is warded. Ooh. Ooh. So that means it's down. I think it's up. It's on a really cool cooldown, I believe. What I'm actually going to do is give a little heal. Myself, I'm pretty sure she backed. Yeah. Actually, I got her to stop backing, which is pretty surprising, especially because my Q did not hit him. Still kind of surprising to stop. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to give a little bit of a deeper ward than usual. Put that there so I can see him coming from a couple different ways. I'm actually surprised there isn't a pink here, to be honest. Usually that's something I tend to do first off, is get a pink in this bush in case. So now I can actually leave this. Oh, well. See if he'll come with me. Oh, he ran away. He wanted that pink. I'm surprised he doesn't turn around. Oh well. That's alright. Oh, they're... I should have ulted. I should have flash ulted. It would have worked very well. So now Sever's going to push the turret. The Sever's going to have a minion wave. Most likely she'll get it. I'm going to see if I can stop it. I stopped for some reason. I would have got there. Huh. I guess I clicked on a minion. I don't know why I didn't. That's really weird. I would have saved that turret. So that's just a couple things, me playing Sona, kind of showing you how to support, a couple little tips and tricks here and there. Mistake being I clicked on a minion, didn't really realize it, gotta make sure I keep on moving, keep on using that E as a Sona to keep that movement speed going pretty well. And my league, for whatever reason, is like being really buggy right now. That's awesome, wonderful. Yeah, Darius did alright. You know, no problems really there. Sona, a lot more poke and a couple other things. I wish, you know, things would show. I mean, that'd be kind of a nice thing, you know, to see kind of what happened. You can see my level, but not anything that happened in the game. That's nice, wonderful. So yeah, that's all for today, since it's not going to show anything there. 21-minute game. That's how to play Sona. Kind of a couple of little things to do. If the support leaves, that means you can be a little more aggressive, especially if you are ahead. A couple little times, places to ward, times to get turrets, things to beat. Pushing mid lane possibly could have worked out better. Lose that bot turret for a second bot turret, or a second mid turret. T2 mid turret for T1 bot turret. Definitely worth almost every single time. Didn't really get any dragons that game. Didn't really matter. We were so far ahead, doing so well. I did get a B minus, oddly enough. Don't think I really deserved a B minus, but hey, you know, so be it. That's how you play Sona. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and a like. If you disliked it, please give it a dislike. I mean, not really please, but give it a dislike. And if you want to share a comment, if you'd like to see more, you know, give us a comment. If you want to see a certain champion be played, 100%, you know, let me know. I'm building it up. But I mean, I guess League doesn't want to work either. Alright, I was going to say these are the champions I have. If you want me to get one, I'll definitely get it. Well, League doesn't want to play. So, that's all for this video. Bye-bye for now.